You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live. Stand up, sit down, featuring in-depth discussion and interviews with stand-up comedians on the art of stand-up comedy. Black Hollywood Live. Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, stand up, sit down.
There it is. Bask in it. That's what's going on. It's your man Ashford Thomas. You might have been confused because I grew the beard out. I got a little Idris, a little AKA the Black Brad Pitt going on over here. You may be confused, but I'm back at it for another session of BHL Stand Up and Sit Down. Today, I got the one and only. This man, he's been seen everywhere. Last Comic Standing, Comic View, got jokes, man. The one and only. This man is tearing up the LA scene, and I'm glad to say this brother's from the South, one of the Carolinas. The one and only, Mr. Ron G. Say what's up, baby.
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Man,
good to see you.
Hey, good to see you, too.
I feel weird. I don't know where to sit because I need some. I wanted the armrest. I feel like
I don't want to lean
weird.
like that.
This feels weird. And I don't scratch my watch up. I'm trying to figure out where to stand.
I ain't want to do the Larry King all here, my shoulders and my ears and everything, so.
I don't know where to go.
Well, y'all need some lazy boys in here so we can really relax up in here, man.
Armrest. Put a little armrest in there.
Definitely,
Let the
man.
light shine. Bam.
You know it, man. But definitely, man. Thank
How you
for
doing,
coming.
bro? Good to see you.
Man,
It's been a minute.
it's been a minute.
I feel like every time I'm out and I'm somewhere I shouldn't be, I always see you. You like, what you doing? I'm like, what you doing here? don't tell Pastor, and then you walk away.
Don't tell it, because randomly I saw Ron back home. And
Well, we were in Charlotte, right?
We were in Charlotte.
Yeah.
I said I was walking by.
And that was so random. I wasn't even planning on going. My boy called me at 8 o'clock. Like, you want to go to Charlotte? I'm like,
It was like Christmas Day. It was a
Yeah, it was
Don't tell
random.
nobody. I'll tell her Ron, but like, yo.
No, I don't mind, dude. I had fun, man.
I said he looked like Ron, but he looked too tall. That can't be him.
You stupid. I just look short on TV. Don't judge me, man.
That's what's up. But
Yeah.
it's good to have you here, man. First and foremost, man, tell the people exactly where you're from.
From Columbia, South Carolina, man. Born and raised Columbia, South Carolina. When I finished school, I moved to Atlanta. Kind of figured out life. Started doing comedy. Met Jesus, and just life made sense. And once I had a little something in my hand, I moved to LA, and it's been good, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And where part of North Carolina you from?
Greensboro, G-Bro, 336. You better recognize. Tell your mama Lee Street. That's all I know.
I just performed. Is UNC Greensboro? Is that UNC?
Yeah,
Greensboro?
it's a G.
I performed there.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was good, man. The crowd was dope, man.
Yeah,
It
man.
was
They
really
got
good. It's good people.
Because if you didn't know,
A lot of
this
black
bro-
folks there. I didn't even know it. A lot of black folks.
In the borough, you didn't know?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man. Well, A&T,
Yeah.
HBCU, the biggest HBCU in the country, brings in.
It's the biggest? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Now, like, past 2 years. This is recent.
Okay, all right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful campus, and you might find a wife over there. I don't know when you're on the tour what you do, when you
Man,
do, when you
Charlotte
do.
is nice.
Bruh.
Let me tell you something. I done seen some of the prettiest girls you ever want to see. Baby hair, thigh meat, jobs, know they daddy, good teeth. They didn't have a little side tooth missing. Like, I seen some pretty girls in Charlotte, man.
It's some
Charlotte is-
beautiful women.
Yeah, I like Charlotte a lot.
Yo, and being, this is freaking, we just go around. And being from, the South and everything,
Man.
I always say, I just want to get some money and go back and, set up. Because I don't want to buy a house out here necessarily, man. Because
Okay.
I don't feel like you get your money's worth. I feel like a spot out here, but like,
But when your money right, it don't matter. I could be wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, and I get you on buying, but I can't stay home too long.
You can't do it?
You give me 1-2 good days, I'm like, you know what, I'm cool with my family right now. I'm cool. I need to go back to LA because I just need to be around creative energy, and
That's very
You know,
true.
it's just different, man. Because your conversation back home is completely different from back here, and it's good to go home and get refueled. But sometimes I talk to some of my friends. I'm like, yo, what you got going on? Oh, just got a job at the grocery store. Getting a 50-cent raise. Just put some 16s on the Ultimate, and ain't nothing wrong with none of that.
Nothing wrong with it. But it's
And I'm
just
like,
not
I
you.
just got back from Dubai, going to Japan, doing
Yeah.
a TV show, and it's just different, man. There's nothing wrong, 'cause, those people make the world go round. I feel like 9-to-5ers and they make the world happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's just different because you're just in a different space. And for me, as a comedian, I have to be around creative energy in order for me to thrive. If not, I'll keep these people in my head, and I'll be crazy.
Yeah.
And I'll drive somebody else crazy.
And
so
you got to do more.
yeah, I got to do more, man.
Yeah, definitely. Because obviously you were not like a theater major or anything that when you were in
I was
school.
just a regular dude. I was an accountant, man.
Woo!
I was an accountant, so that's a sharp right turn from accounting to comedy, man.
Exactly.
But we talking about the South. I really miss the South. Like, there's a lot of things about the South I love. I miss the culture. I miss how black people treat each other.
Yes.
I miss having church. I miss going, like, knowing where everything is. Like, back home, if I need to hang out with the homies, I know my homies gonna be at. You go over their house, you chill out. My best friend, like, we'll go over his house and, might sip a little bit. He a DJ, so we chilling. Being around kids and stuff, like, you don't have that out here. It's just everybody in their own little struggle. The world against them trying to make it happen. So it's a little different, man. But I really miss that. I even miss, like, how dating is back home. Like, dating is simple. There was nothing. You meet the first girl you meet with some hazel eyes back home.
It was
you
a wrap.
Lock it down.
And now they have some baby hair.
Little baby hair. You like, it's done.
It's a wrap.
It's done. But out here, it's like, it's so many different layers because you can meet somebody fine, which LA is full of fine people. Matter of fact, fine people from their hometown come here to meet somebody. So LA's full of fine people, but I feel like it's so many layers because you got to find somebody that gets your lifestyle. You got to find somebody that can communicate. You got to find somebody that
that's supportive,
has evolved, supportive. Like, even evolved for me, like, being emotionally intelligent is important to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't just have a woman who's like, this is just who I am. Like, that don't work for me because I have to evolve to be good at what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're an actor, you can't be a stubborn actor and not have a long range of emotions trying to be a dope actor. All you got is happy, sad, and horny. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a range of stuff that, to pull from when you haven't seen. So, I like somebody who's emotionally intelligent too, man. It's just different. LA's just a different place.
It's a different world. And speaking about different, man, there's been a lot going on down there at your home state and everything.
Man,
you want to speak about it?
Let's do it, man. The Confederate flag.
We get real deep before we go last.
Was it the Charleston 9? Was it 9? 9 people that died in the church? So I honestly feel like I love my city. Shout out Carolina, Columbia, 48. That's where I'm from. If you say 48 in Columbia, like it's like saying Watts, Compton.
They know it. Grab your stuff.
48.
Make sure you got
real city, man. But I was kind of a little disappointed, man. Like, first of all, if somebody take a gun and go into a church to kill people where they're worshiping God is kind of shameful, man. But
it's deep.
But I wasn't surprised. Like, being from the South, I'm so used to kind of racism. I didn't been called. Can I say nigger?
Yeah, you say anything.
The ER is the part that hurt. You call me a nigga, I'm like, You call me a nigga,
like,
that
like,
like,
wait a minute.
You monster. But that I've been called that just as a kid or getting pulled over for no reason just because you black or, what you guys doing. And I'm like, yo, I'm just here being a kid. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't surprised. The only thing for me, I just feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like the only reason why the flag became an issue is because it's an election year.
Yeah.
And because there's so many black people in that state. And because it's an election year and there's so many black people in the state, they need that black vote. So you got to have a platform. So anytime there's an election, there's going to be a problem that comes about out of nowhere. Like, if you listen to every politician builds a platform off a problem. And sometimes it's real, sometimes it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll be gas prices too high or jobs are being lost or
taxes
they're terrorists. And I'm like, okay, have we found the weapons of mass destruction? Like, it's always a platform of some sort. So, the platform now is racism and everybody's the same and, equality. But the truth is, we all separate, even though we don't act like it. It is, because it's so funny. I made a comment to somebody. I was like, when I go to another country, when you go through customs, and you get to fill out the customs form and everything. I put African American. I get up to the counter, they scratch through African and just put American. They just put American. Woo! And I didn't think about it because I'm so used to putting African American or black or categorizing myself. But in another country, I'm American. Yeah. But here, I'm a nigga. Yeah. And I know it sounds harsh, but it's the reality. I'm black here. I don't feel black until I feel black when I'm in the States. I went to London. There's every other race you can think of, like races you've never seen before. But in the States, I feel black, and I hate when I feel black. When I go to an event and people are going to the store and they look at me, don't even bother ask how I'm doing, or you probably can't afford this, so they don't speak to me. And then you see somebody else white walk in and they speak to you. I'm like, yo, like I could buy some stuff in here. I got money.
He done got a couple checks, y'all. Just let you know.
I got a couple checks. I got a couple of residuals. That's how you got to say a couple of residual checks.
They don't clear.
A couple of commercials. Yeah. Thank you,
it.
Lincoln, by the way. You got a couple of residuals.
Oh, yeah. I see. If you ain't seen this man, a couple commercials. The Lincoln commercial. What was the commercial back in the day when you was the cop?
Oh, that was Coco's.
Yes.
That was Coco's.
You better do it.
Yeah, my first commercial audition ever, I wanted to be the spokesperson for Checkers and Rally's restaurant. You know Checkers and Rally's?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was Mr. Right Side Drive-Thru. If you go to YouTube and type in Rap Cat, you can see me. I was one of the spokespersons. Just Google Rap Cat. It'll
Check
pop
your
up.
man out, man. Doing that Hollywood shuffle, man. That's a beautiful thing. One thing I definitely want the audience to know that is so interesting about you is that you're a clean comic.
Yeah, man.
You're a clean comic and a very
Did the popcorn just come?
The popcorn is here.
Oh, he gonna eat my
he
popcorn.
He just really got it right.
You know what? You acting like a real N-word right now. It's a white guy, by the way.
See how to get it. See how to
You acting like a real
Let's do it.
ninja right now. Oh, you can see him? Cool. All right. Yeah. Appreciate it. I came here for the popcorn. Real talk. I enjoy you, bro. You're good people.
Good people.
Popcorn, man.
But I knew the popcorn was gonna get him here, baby.
Yeah.
I knew what it was.
What were we talking about again? I got
Being a
sidetracked.
clean comic in a dirty,
A dirty world.
dirty world, baby. It's
Clean
hard.
comic in a dirty world. You know what? It's actually kind of funny, man. I've cursed my whole entire life, man. Like just growing up, parents curse, everybody in my life.
You're from the
friends
South.
curse.
It's a thing. It happens.
That's just how people talk, man. I started doing comedy in Atlanta, Georgia, a place called Uptown Comedy Club, and that's all I knew was just being a dirty comic. And then probably like my third month in the comedy, this older gentleman named Jerry Farber. He was like doing comedy at least 30 years. He's like, dude, you're a nice looking guy. Why you curse so much? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I met Jesus right around the time I got funny, and for some reason it kind of touched my heart. And I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't curse so much. So my first time on stage, I got booed. Somebody told me to kill myself, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say that casually. Somebody told me to kill myself.
That's motivation right there,
Boo
baby.
is okay, but somebody telling you to kill yourself after the boo, that's what put the dagger in the coffin.
Hold on, what spot were you at again? The first
Uptown
time?
Comedy Club in Atlanta when it was on Peachtree. If you from Atlanta, you know what I'm talking about.
You better know.
Anyway,
Peachtree, baby.
I kept going back to the place and I kept getting booed, man. And the first time I went back and
Wait, hold on. You will get booed multiple times, like over and over.
Well,
again?
it was set up. It was Apollo night.
Okay.
Like, if you wasn't a TV star already, they boo you. I seen Chris Tucker almost get booed. I seen Mike Epps almost get booed. Like a long time ago. It was just a hard room because it was Apollo night. And Atlanta's one of the hardest places to do comedy. If you see any comic out of Atlanta, they're probably really funny because you don't have to deal with. Like, I've been to a place in Atlanta where they give the crowd Nerf balls to throw at the comedians. I've been to a place in Atlanta where they tell you to take your keys out and they shake your keys if you're not funny. Like, all that.
It's the truth.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
real.
So, but anyway, I kept going back to the place, man. I was working on my stuff. I was working on my craft. And the time I went back, when I stopped cursing, I won. I did 3 minutes, which is a long time in comedy. And I didn't get booed. And I was like, that was the beginning of something. But then I had a moment where, you know, me getting close to God and everything, I feel like God checked me. He was like, so you don't curse off stage. Sorry. You don't curse on stage. You curse off stage. He said, if a pastor did the same thing you did, you would judge him. And if I called you to be, you know, to speak to my flock, then why you think you any different? And it checked me, man. So after that, I went cold turkey, and I just stopped cursing altogether, man. So for me, not cursing on stage is not a problem because I don't curse in my personal life unless I'm mad or naked. So other than that,
I don't know where naked came from, but it's in there.
it's never mind. Yeah, whoever watching this, y'all probably get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
Anyway, yeah. So, but other than that, man, I don't curse, and for me, it's just that's just my lot in life. And two, also, I know I want to be an influence to these kids and let them know you can be successful and not be like everybody else. Now, if you see me in an acting role, I might curse or two, play the character. But in general, as far as my comedy, you'll never hear me curse on stage ever.
And you've been in these major rooms, man. You were host of the funniest night, one of the funniest nights in LA, Chocolate Sundays.
Yeah, man, I love Chocolate Sundays. Chocolate Sundays is nice, man. When was the last time you been?
Man, it's been a while.
You gotta come back.
I gotta come check you out, man. Cause I mean, Chocolate Sundays. This is like, I'm being real with you. Like, this is one of the and you also recently did all deaf on the Wednesday. ADD.
Yeah, I've done a lot of cool stuff recently,
and
man.
these some real rooms. These some real rooms where like if you
ADD ain't no joke.
if you ain't catching it,
If your esteem ain't high, you will be on suicide watch when you leave ADD. That's inside jokes on Wednesday night is Russell Simmons night. Let me tell you something. Your self-esteem ain't right. You will. I didn't lose, but sometimes they don't really come there to see comedy. They come there to be seen and people talking out while you performing. So,
Yeah.
And it's in a movie theater, so it's hard to control a crowd when you
different
can't see them. So it's a tough room.
It is.
But I did well.
Yeah, that's a great thing, man.
But they had me on the ropes the first 2 minutes. I was like, get off me. I was Mayweather.
Stay with it.
Stay with it.
Cause usually as a comedian, you come in with that first joke, it don't hit. You kind of like,
Yeah.
dang. What,
Yeah.
Did I leave the iron on? Dang, you thinking about everything else.
But I've been doing it too long. Like, I don't perform for people anymore. If you perform for people, you get your feelings hurt. It's kind of like acting. You can't act and word on approval. You just act and go with how you feel and trust that moment. So comedy now,
We all know. We
Yeah.
don't even know. We ain't know. Oh, tell the people how long you been in the game.
I've been doing comedy for 11 years, man. This is my 11th year in comedy.
What?
But yeah, man. I started super young and fresh out of school. I'm making so much noise.
This brother is in the mic
Yeah.
with the popcorn.
I'm sorry. I've been doing comedy for 11 years, and I really love what I do, man. I really feel like I live the best job in the world, man. Was it this year? This year, I was in 3 countries in 2 months.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was in Carousel, I was in Japan, and I was in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
Within 2 months, man. I've been on it, man. My first time at the BT Awards.
This brother's flying first class. I remember when I saw him. I don't know if you remember. I saw you riding back home one time, and I was like, "Oh, Ron, what's up?" We was in the airport, and I was like, okay, Ron went in and, you know, he was in first class and mine was all the way in the back.
I got seat 97B. And I got a middle seat, 97B.
I was like, what's up, Ron? What's up, man? Then, what's up? And then I kept walking. Ron just said, yeah, this is me right here, brother. Stay by.
Funny, bro. Thanks, man. Yeah, I travel a lot, dude.
But that's a beautiful thing. And, you know, being a clean comic, do you think that is really, I mean, you're funny.
Thank you, bro.
Everything,
Thank you.
everything else. You're funny and you're clean. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't seen a cat that was clean and that funny since Sinbad. That's it.
Sinbad, and I was like 90 something.
Yeah.
90s, yeah.
That's
It's an interesting thing, man. Like Sinbad is one of my heroes. Cosby, one of my heroes, of course. But I don't know a lot of clean comedians, and the ones I do, because when I grew up, being a clean comedian was a church comic. Like Sinbad was the exception, but everybody else I knew was clean was like a church comic, like a Small Fry or who else?
It's a bald-headed guy that does.
Oh, Jonathan Slocum.
Yeah, Slocum. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, but they were considered church comics to me. But I wound up, it's a funny thing, man. I wound up going to this thing called the CCA, Christian Comedian Association. And I went, and everybody there was like straight church comics. All they did is perform in churches, and they do an altar call. And I'm like, that ain't me. And I felt like there was an unspoken, you're not really Christian if you're performing and not doing an altar call. And I was like, I felt a little like shunned.
Yeah.
They didn't do it on purpose, but I felt like that ain't my lane. Because I like performing in comedy clubs. I'm like, I can't do no altar call at a comedy club.
And relate to real people.
Yeah, I can't
everyday
do that.
people.
But it wasn't until that moment, I'm like, yo, this is my lane. And I stopped feeling bad. I used to feel bad about it, but now it's like you can't tell me what I do. And I got a little preacher in me too, but clean comedy is what it is, man. Again, like I want to be an influence to these kids and let them know you can be successful and not compromise. So that's it, man.
Major things,
Yeah.
man. Now tell people about the new show you got going on.
We can talk about it already? Okay.
Well,
cool.
you know what? No, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
Let's get into the love life first and foremost.
Okay, what you want to know?
Man,
It's dry right now.
how's follow this man on Instagram. He letting y'all know, ladies. You know, this brother, he got the light skin going on.
It's dry right now.
He was third runner up for Dr. Dre and Straight Outta Compton.
You stupid. DJ Yellow. DJ Yellow, that's funny.
Nah, but real talk, man. Real talk. Have you ever been serious since you've been out here in LA?
Yeah, I had a serious relationship. Actually, last October we broke up. We did 4 years off and on. Good girl wasn't a good fit, man. Because sometimes you got to realize when you date somebody, you got to date for where you're going versus where you at.
Was she industry?
She actually wasn't. She used to work in the industry, but it just didn't work. Like she's just a really good girl, but sometimes again you have to think long term. Like based on how we function, can it handle where I'm going? You know what I'm saying? So that's it. But now I'm in a really good space. I'm actually ready. I want to get married. Like, are you? I don't know. Is it a southern thing? No, it's fine. It's fine.
I want to be with that one. Not saying I gotta get the ring tomorrow, but I want to be like, yo, this is where it's.
We gotta be friends first. That's the
yeah.
process.
You gotta be. Because that's gotta be your
like,
homie no matter what.
Being an entertainer, being a comedian, like I'm around chicks all the time. So it's like it's almost like when I first moved to Atlanta, I seen some of the prettiest girls I ever seen in my life.
There is no other city where black women are at their highest physique in life.
Man, let me tell you something.
Then in
Black
the
woman,
404.
I'm a fan of some baby. You show me some baby handsome thigh meat, it's a problem.
It's a wrap.
It's a problem. I get extra funny. I get hilarious. You see me some baby handsome thigh meat, and you call me sugar or pumpkin or honey. You know, Southern girl, hey sugar, how you doing? You want some cheese grits? Offer me some cheese grits. I'm kissing you right in the mouth. For real. But yeah, beautiful woman. But then when you live there for a while, everybody kind of started looking the same. Do you get what I'm saying? Even LA, like LA, you'll see some of the prettiest women you've ever seen in your life from all over the world. But then you live here for a while, and you start talking to them. You're like,
they ain't talking about
you're
nothing.
kind of the same. Everybody's kind of the same, you know. But you get to a point in your life too where you start accumulating assets. Yeah. And I got a really dope career. You just want somebody dope, and your friend is gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to be friends with a girl, like be like for real friends. Because being a comedian, I get to say whatever I want to say. You know what I'm saying? But then when you date somebody, you got to tiptoe at home. That ain't gonna work. It ain't. Because you lying to yourself and you lying to them, and you're not being authentic. So I'm real big on being authentic. So I speak freely, and I got homies that get married too. They get married, and they one person with me and one person with their wife. I won't be that dude. I'm gonna be like, this is who I am all the time. You can't accept that.
Now, do you have some fellas that have already crossed that threshold, and now they like, Ron, don't ever do it, bro. If I was you, bro, you know, sometimes that happens with brothers.
No,
like,
I got it. Most of my homies, they're happily married. They married the girl they wanted to be with. I think that's the thing too. Like for me, I want to marry my girl and be like, if I went to the club and saw you, I still want to go home with you. Yes. Yeah.
I told a girl that. I said, yo, when I go to the club, like, I still want to be attracted to you. And like sometimes, you know, this woman might not be pound for pound the most beautiful woman, but in your eyes,
That's all that matters. Don't matter
She's
what
the
everybody
baddest.
thinks she's fine. Yeah,
You're right.
And then too, I want to have somebody that lets me be myself, man. Because I went out recently. I was somewhere. I think I was at Essence Fest, and I seen this married couple, and they looked like they was on punishment. they looked like. No, for real, man. They was in the corner holding each other like they was, each person's gonna leave, and it was just like, yo, live, like go, like y'all like each other, dance with each other, and they was just so like holding on each other in the corner, and all the single people having a good time dancing and getting down. They it just looked weird. And I'm like, I want to be with somebody where I can go somewhere and we can open up the dance floor
And dance.
Yeah, like it ain't gotta be nobody. If ain't nobody else dancing, just me and her. I like that. And I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? So. And again, if you meet my family too, your family's a reflection of you all. If you meet my parents, like we don't warm up with people. We meet people. We don't meet strangers. When we meet, like my parents will curse each other out in front of you, be like, "Hey, Ashton, you want some to eat?"
Yeah.
All right, you shut up. Mind your business. I'm trying to talk to him.
That's that Carolina Southern
Hey,
hospitality,
that's
man.
just how it is, man. But we don't want. That's how we meet people. And I like what I learned too. I was like, even though I like down to earth girls. It's real down to earth.
Speak.
Down to earth plate fixes. Do you fix plates? That's what I need to know.
Yo, I told this girl. I said she went out to a family function. I said, okay, cool. I ain't gonna be able to make it. Can you make me a plate?
Yeah.
She said, nah, you ain't gonna be there. Can't do it. I said, wait a minute.
No, I'm talking about we go over there. We go at somebody's house and they like, hey, baby, you want some to eat? I'm gonna go fix your plate. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you, bro.
Because I would do it for her. If
Yes.
you in my space, if you in my family, I'll fix your plate. But just in general, it's where I was raised. My mom always fixed my dad's plate. We go to people's house. Baby, what you want? You want greens?
Yeah.
You want rice? I got you. Chicken. Go fix my dad's plate, bring it back. So I like plate fixes.
Yeah.
I don't meet a lot of plate fixes.
It's hard. It's hard to find out here. It's hard to find out here. Women who
They out here. I don't know where they at, but they out here somewhere. You got you
got
one?
one?
He's like, I got you one. They don't make a lot of plate fixes no more.
They do not.
Where the plate fixes at?
She brought you your popcorn.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah.
I ain't even know that. I ain't even know.
She got a
Look
sister.
at
Once she go white, it'll be all right. I still haven't done that yet, but Black Hollywood Live. Sorry.
You better know it. You better know it. But that's what's up, man. So, ladies, let you know, Mr. Ron G is on the market. So you definitely follow him on social media. Slide into his DM. That's what they say. Slide in. Slide into his DMs.
Like the dude with the draws on skates.
Exactly. You just slide in with some nothing with some G-string in it. Just G-string
The
on.
thong and skates on? Sliding in your DMs like.
Speaking of social media, Instagrams and all that good stuff, man, how do you feel about this change with all these comedians and everything coming from these 15 seconds and these 6 seconds from Vine and 15 seconds from Instagram, and they're getting a lot of love? How do you feel about that?
It's
Where
one of them
you've
things,
been
man.
working the stage.
At first, I was a little pissy about it.
Uh-huh.
But I do feel like it just levels the playing field where you really have to work on it's more than being just funny now. It's almost like Blockbuster. Blockbuster didn't update. And when Netflix came out, they changed the game. Because I don't have to go to the store anymore to see a DVD.
Yeah, Redbox
I can just
and everything.
Redbox, or I can just go online and do it. But because Blockbuster didn't stay ahead of it, like if they would have jumped on that bandwagon when it happened, they would still be around. But Blockbuster is no longer around because they didn't update.
Yeah.
Same thing with comedy. I hear a lot of older comedians, I don't do that social media stuff. That's for them young kids. No, you need to stay in touch with them people because you never know. You know, and then too, once you do a TV show, because back in the days when you do Comic View and Def Jam, there was no way for people to get in contact with you unless you came to their town.
Yeah.
Now with social media, it makes you so personal. Like Periscope. Periscope is almost scary.
Yes.
Periscope is scary. Like somebody could be cheating on their wife. You can record like, hey,
Right.
your husband cheating right now.
Right
Check
now.
this out. We
Get
streaming
it.
live. Uh-oh.
Get it.
Uh-oh.
Get
Side
it.
chicks. Hashtag side chicks right here. Making it happen. Say something, girl.
That's my best.
Yeah,
bet.
man, but it just makes the world smaller, and it's really cool too, where people really appreciate you. They'll go out their way to tweet you, text you, and you can retweet their comment like, "Yo, so and so, like Ron G, you changed my life." Because I had a moment, man, where I get a lot of people. Like I did this writing session. You know Stacey Evans Morgan?
Yes. Bentley's sister.
There you go.
Yeah.
I did a writing session with them, and this is an older gentleman sitting in the back. He just kept staring at me. I was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" He was like, "I got to tell you something, man." He said, "I don't know if you noticed or not, but." I had a really bad year last year. Like my wife died. We've been together for like 50 years, man. And he said I was crying my eyes out, man. And I stayed up late watching TV One, the show Who's Got Jokes. And I seen this guy. He was just full of energy and telling jokes. And it was you. And he said you really helped me get through my wife dying, man. And I watch it. I recorded it and I watch it often, man, because it's just something about your energy is contagious. And dude, I almost broke down, started crying. I was like, yo, and it's like you don't really know how you touch people, but again, with social media, it gives them a platform to tell you how much they appreciate you, like you, don't like you, whatever the thing is, man, and share your art with people, and they have a way to stay connected to you. So I feel like once you get a fan base with that, it'll stay with you forever because people know how to get in contact with you, and it makes the world a little smaller. So I mean, it's necessary. So who am I to hate on anybody who hustles a different way from that I do? You know, at first, again, like my pride from comedy, like I'm a stand-up comedian. This is how you do it. But you know, that's a part of it.
Yeah.
Like just being an actor. Being an actor is a part. Like it's just a part of it.
Yeah. You
gotta be charming. If people
like.
like you, you always work. Period. If people like you, and you got a good heart, I feel like you always work, man. But you know, it's up to you to determine your career. So if you feel like social media is stupid, be prepared to be ignored.
Yes, it's very true. It's very true. And you can be funny. You don't have to get out there and curse, as this man has shown right here.
Thank you, bro.
You gotta
Appreciate
get out there and act the food and F you mean all day.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong.
But he's
It's
hustling. I
necessary.
can't lie. That man hustling though.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I feel like cursing is necessary. I feel
Yeah.
like, you know, if that's your lane, that's what you do. But for me as an artist, I feel like you're a comedian, you can't perform clean, you messing with your money. Like there's no crowd I can't do. I've done a show almost everywhere you think of. I've done a show at churches, kid parties. I perform in somebody's backyard. I done performed at prison before. Not like that. But I perform at prisons, like, you know, career days. I've done so much cool stuff, man. And now I'm in a place in my career there's literally no crowd I can't do.
That's a blessing.
Dope dealers, strippers, like I perform everywhere, man. So I just really love what I do. And you know, as an artist, it's your job to be relevant in any environment. And I was talking about this earlier on my radio show, which is latalkradio.com. You Are the Money, Thursdays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I made a comment about your writing and what you give off determines how great your success is. As a comedian, if I only perform for people that look like me, that's as big as my voice is. But if I perform for people that don't look like me and I win them over, like one of my biggest accomplishments was I did a show in London. I had a show in London, but like 2 hours outside of London, in the UK, about 2 hours away, I performed in a town where there was no brown people. Like no brown people at all. And I headlined the show and I got a standing ovation. For me, being a little Southern boy with a dream and going to a country and all my stuff translate and I get a standing ovation. Like, it's one of the moments where you like, God, this is really my life. Like, thank you, God. Like, I could be at a job right now. I could be in a cubicle right now. Yeah. You know, but this is what I do for a living. So probably one of the best moments in my life where it's like, I do what I love for a living. And, you know, I do a lot of public speaking for kids too. And I always try to tell them, man, because I grew up in a town, you know, as it is in the South, you live the formula. Formula is you go to school, you get a job, you get married, you make babies, you retire, and you die.
That's it.
But I don't believe that.
That's it.
With my life, I never take days. Well, I can take a day off today if I want to. You know what I'm saying? I can travel the world, and I tell people how much I want to get paid, and I really live my dream, man. So if you're watching this, please know that you can live the life that you dream if you put the work into it. And the first part is actually starting, because once you start it, and my theory is if you dream big, hustle hard, and let God handle the rest, He'll take care of all the details. Just try something different. You never know what it'll turn into.
Definitely, man.
Because I used to be an accountant, and I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Made good money, wore a suit to work, looked good. I was miserable.
But then my man blew up, and when you got the deal, tell me how the NBC.
Oh, yeah. I be forgetting stuff.
Yeah, but go ahead and speak on it, man.
So they have this thing at NBC called the Stand Up for Diversity. It's basically a competition where they try to find new talent, minority talent, for NBC. And
is this specifically stand up or just in general?
Stand up.
Okay, gotcha.
But they give you a holding deal, try to get you on the show. But what happened was one of those stand up things where you have to stand in line overnight. People stand in line in Chicago, New York. I think was it San Diego? I auditioned in San Diego, and maybe Seattle. And people stand in line overnight, man. And I was blessed enough to get a spot on the show, and we went down to San Diego, and I killed it. And the finals was in LA at the Improv, and I killed it, bro. And so I got this holding deal with NBC. They put a little change in my pocket, and I had a holding deal for NBC. It was a really cool thing, and it's very prestigious.
It is.
Because everybody don't get it. And if you see the lineup of the people that won in the past, it was like Lil Rel, Deion Cole, who else? Tone Bell, who's on NBC now, killing it. Kevin Shea, a bunch of really cool people that it's probably some of your favorite comedians have won this competition and they wind up doing greater things. So for me, again, it's one of those moments where you get reminded like, okay, I got noticed. You know? It's really cool, man. And getting a little money helps too.
Yeah, you know. And you stepping up within that elite, you know? And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That's definitely a beautiful
It's like you graduated. You went to another tier. Yeah.
And you're not just getting Nerf balls thrown at you anymore.
Oh, man. Yeah. That ain't never happening again. Ever. Yeah.
But definitely, man, let's talk about your latest project coming up, man.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody got pumped this
Toast my
past
goats.
week. BET was announcing that they were bringing back one of my favorite shows of all time, BET Uncut. But
That's every black man's favorite show.
exactly, man. Back when I was at Howard, it was like, yo, what's coming on?
I
What's
ain't
coming
got
on?
no panties on.
Back
Ain't
in
got no
Meridian, we
panties
was
on.
like, yo.
That's funny.
Back at Drew Hall. But my man right here is a part of the beautiful, wonderful, hilarious cast of the new BET Punk coming. When does it start?
August 18th.
August
I
18th.
think it comes on at 10:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But check your local listings. BET back on Punk. It's gonna be a great season, man. Me and a young lady named Ambria Allen, we were did most of the punks or whatever. She's a stand-up comedian. She's really funny, super dope, super cute, and she's brilliant, man. So, and the stuff that we pulled off this year is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's actually the show is actually hosted by King Batch and D-Storm. D-Storm. I call him D-Storm. I think he said Daystorm, so I don't know. I call him D-Storm.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Michelle. I'm like, your name is Michelle. Stop knocking
Don't
off.
get brand new.
Don't get brand
when
new.
you're on TV.
But they're actually hosting the show. But most of those things, most of the punks we pulled off, man. Some of the people that we got, K. Michelle, promise is gonna be the best episode. Let's see, ASAP Rocky, Miguel, Chris Brown, Carucci, Lauren London.
Yeah, they Carucci and Chris Brown at the same time.
No,
I'm joking.
we didn't do both at the same time. No, I don't think that happened.
Yeah, go pull that one off.
No, we pulled that off. Chris Brown and Rosario Dawson, and then
Oh, my wife. Okay, appreciate
man,
that.
she is so beautiful in person. Let me tell you something. I almost got kissed in her mouth. I was making her mad. I'm like, ooh, that's starting to be on.
You just it's the eyes that get me, man. But
Man, it's everything. Her
Yeah.
outside is fine. Let me tell you something. Rosario, if you send this, please, if y'all can make a meme of this, send this to her and tell her that I love her face. I almost kissed her in the mouth.
woo,
Yeah,
you
I
got
did.
some of them you see in person. You just gotta go. You gotta go get the restraining order and do
You
all
about to
that
get your tongue
stuff.
sucked, girl. You hear me? You about to get your tongue sucked. You hear me?
Do it. Just do it.
Yeah, but great season, man. We had a lot of fun, and when you see some of the stuff we pull off, I'm trying to sneak. Sorry,
We live, baby.
we laugh.
Bless you. Bless
I'm sorry.
You.
Sorry,
Bless
thank you. Yeah, somebody gonna hate
Somebody
me.
cursed me out for not saying bless you one time.
Smell
but
like puppy breath. All right, I'm sorry. Okay, we back. Yo, when you see some of the stuff we pulled off, man, it's gonna be amazing. Because the thing is, too, people don't know what it takes to go into punking somebody. Like nobody knows the amount of anxiety, planning, the work that goes into actually punking somebody. Because think about how crazy your schedule is, and you have to normally punk people while they're en route somewhere.
Yeah.
And so your schedule could change. You get a call from your lady, like, hey, we should go here. And it changes completely. We got to change all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the moment. One cool one we did was with ASAP Rocky. I don't want to tell the whole thing, but we said we had an interview with Rolling Stones. They didn't show up, and she had to leave. And so what happened was he walked out of the door, and they set the door up to where when you touch the door, it pushes open, and it hit Ambria in the face, and she had a wedding gown on, so she got blood on her gown.
Oh.
And he was like, you okay, ma? He real cool, like, you okay, ma? She was like,
Yeah,
oh my
New
God,
Yorkers,
just get me in the room. Open the room, we having a wedding. Now I ain't gonna tell you the end, but if you see it, dude, it's crazy, bro.
That's what's
crazy, and it's so funny too, because you can't be a fan, you got to be present. You got all this anxiety, and you got to figure out what's happening, because you don't know what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And that was actually the first time probably ever I cried on cue.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm like,
Better get them acting chops up.
I had the lip tremble and everything, like.
Look. Everybody had that Denzel and Glory up here. Look.
I had the tremble lip and everything, man, but it was a lot of fun, man. I really love what I do for a living. And, too, it's one of those things, too, as a comedian, when you have any show that lets you be yourself, dude, it's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, because definitely acting, man. You're working within that box, especially when you got the script, or even I know sometimes you feel as though, because you've done stand up on television, I feel like certain jokes that are not appropriate, or sometimes they don't even make the cut.
That's the best thing. When you let a comedian go, that's when you get greatness. Like, can you imagine Friday if they didn't let Chris Tucker be who he was?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or Cat Williams or Mike Epps. Like, can you imagine what these movies would be like? Or Will Ferrell if he had to stay on the script. Like, none of these movies we love would be the movies that we saw. But if you let the person to do what they do, be themselves, man, it's the most refreshing, dopest thing ever, man. So,
And that's what you paying for. That's what you pay. That's
bro,
why
when I
we're
did
buying the
Punk, they
ticket.
let me be myself. So I'm having moments where Notori Narden, I was her driver, and I'm like going in. I'm like just going, saying the most reckless stuff ever. And she's such a nice person. She was like, is he just... Is he just?
Is
and
this
I'm
for
just-
real?
Yeah, man, but it's really funny too. Sometimes I feel bad about lying to people though, because I don't like lying to people. But I had moments where I had to lie. Like when I did We Punk Trey songs, I had to play a crippled guy, and I felt kind of bad about it. But if you see it, you be like, dude, that's freaking hilarious.
Trigger. Which one of y'all?
Yeah.
Which one of y'all?
That's funny.
That's what's up, man. I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you, man.
Thank you, bro.
People don't know, man. Real talk, Ron is good people.
Thanks, bro.
Period. Everybody is not good people. I'm gonna be keeping 100 with you.
Thanks,
Everybody
bro.
out here in LA is not guaranteed good people.
Yeah.
But Ron, if you see him in the street, this brother's gonna stop, speak, say what's up,
Yeah.
man. You ain't gonna catch us.
Do you remember when we became friends? Do you remember?
On the set?
No.
I met you before that.
No, bro. We went to a Dos Sábados event.
Yeah.
Bro. Dos Sábados is second Saturday. Is it was second Saturdays?
Yes.
So second Saturday event they did with all my friends who were Howard alumni. Mm-hmm. And for some reason or other, we was talking about dating in a room, and me and this girl was going head to head.
Oh, what?
And every
It was
girl
tense.
jumped on me. It was like 10 girls jumping on me, and he come and bail me out. He's like, I got you, bro. The problem with women is blah, blah, blah. I'm a black man. You don't understand. I'm a black man. I go to
don't
blah,
understand.
I'm a black man. Like, yo, and me and him, we that was the first moment I remember us connecting. I'm like, yo, he a good dude.
Yes.
And then after that, we just kept seeing each other out at the club or whatever. And we
Yeah,
dancing
man.
and having dance breaks at the concert
And
at the
holla
club.
at you.
Yo, it's been good, man. Can't believe you don't remember that, man.
I do remember. We
Yeah.
had my boy Brad's house. Yes, yes, I remember. Dang, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Hey,
Bradford Benham.
Bradford Benham.
Wherever you, Brad, where you at, man?
Shout out to my man. I think Brad's
I heard he
back
moved
in
to,
Tennessee. back to Tennessee.
Did he? I thought he went to Vegas.
He was in Vegas.
Oh, really?
We put all Brad business out.
Yeah, okay, all right. I thought Brad got married and got booed up, man.
Oh man.
Brad was my dude because Brad used to work for my agency. He
okay.
used to work at the desk of my agency, man. So we became really cool, but he was such a great guy.
That's what's up. That's my homie, man. I known Brad since 18 years old. HU.
Really?
Yeah, I met him freshman year at Howard. That's how
Really?
me and Brad knew each other.
I like Brad, man. Brad
Yeah.
my dude, man.
Brad, Hottie, and I, we all met freshman year. So,
Yeah?
Yeah, that's small world, bro.
Oh, that's so
Small
funny,
world.
man.
We stayed
Yeah.
together.
Yeah?
Yeah, Howard.
Who slept on the floor? I know somebody slept on the floor.
Nah. We had our own.
Everybody had their own room?
had their own room.
Okay,
We
all
stayed
right,
in the
all right.
towers. If you were Howard alum, we were in the towers together.
Hey, was it co-ed?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I had my stuff running it. Brad's a good guy. Brad.
Hey, what was your thing to let somebody know you had company?
Oh, no. We all had a separate room. So therefore.
I got you, but still, somebody might knock on your door. How did you know somebody had
Well,
company?
Brad
Did y'all
actually
put something on the
came-
door?
Nah, Brad came in on me one time, to be real with you.
Did he?
Yeah, because we had class. Just to let you know, I ain't gonna tell the young lady who she was, but it put my stuff on stuff. But Brad, because this is one of
That's
those
funny.
days, because we used to come back.
Now we getting real conversation,
Yeah, we getting
y'all.
real talk right here.
Answer me all my questions. Yeah. Tell me about it. Let's talk about it. Let them use you.
Brad was the studious one, so he would come and let everybody know when class was about to start, because, you know, brothers might overslept, me and my boy Jason White. But he came in one time, was like, yeah, Ash, you know, oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't make a class that morning. I
Yeah?
was occupied.
There you go.
Anyway.
There you go. You got to put something on the door, man.
In my HU days, you're right. I gotta let brothers know. Just don't bust in my room. You don't know what you're gonna get these days.
That's funny, man. Hey, question. Just curious. Like, being from the South, what has living in LA taught you about yourself? First of all, how long you been out here, and what has living in LA taught you about yourself?
I've been out here about four and a half.
That's it?
Yeah,
It's more than that.
that's
Gotta be
it.
more than that.
That's it.
Swear you lying.
Swear that's
Bro,
it, bro.
promise you lying.
Yo,
Really?
yeah, bro. I might be about to hit 5, but that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought longer than that. Those
Yeah.
Sábados felt like it was like 5
It
years ago.
felt like it was forever. Nah, that's probably, be real talk, that's probably like 3.
Can't be, bro.
Because that's
No.
when I first got out here. I was brand new when I came out here.
Where you moved out here?
I came out here 2000. I was like 11.
You lying. You lying. You lying. Whatever.
I can't
No.
do that. I can't run.
Dude, those Sábados had to be at least 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I was like
you
5.
went there when you
I was
first-
about 5 years. For 5 years.
See, I knew you was lying.
But
Whatever.
I ain't been out here because my boys were out here before. You might have met Hottie and all that.
I know Hottie, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Hottie and them were out here before I came. They were out
Okay.
years before. So yeah, maybe 5 years. Dang. Time
It's
is
at
long.
least 5 years, bro.
It's longer than I thought it'd be. But yeah, what I've learned about being a cat from the South, man, is I learned what makes me happy, and it's interacting with people, and like I like good people, and I miss good people.
Yeah.
And it's some good people out here. I don't want to discourage anyone else that wants to come out here, but they're harder to find than
Yeah.
I thought it would be.
You
out
can't
here.
explain it to nobody. You
Yeah.
can't even explain what dating's like in LA, or what it's like having good people out here in LA.
You just gotta be in it. You gotta be in it, and you know, I don't. What? In fact, what do you have to say to that young cat that's in South Carolina right now that's thinking about making that move out here to La La Land?
Stay in South Carolina. keep it simple, man. Hey, unless God send you out here, the LA ain't one of them cities where you come figure it out. Like, either you know why you here or that's it. Again, for me, I feel like LA became bearable when I got comfortable with being uncomfortable. I don't know if that makes sense.
That makes a lot.
I got comfortable with being uncomfortable because everything I know to be comfortable. Like back home, I have friends where I go over to the house, we do nothing and have a good time. Yeah. Go to the house, talk junk. Out here, I don't have friends like that. My friends are compartmentalized. I got 3 kinds of friends: work friends, church friends, co-workers. That's it. And they never cross over. I don't go to people's house and chill. That's just
kick it.
I could be wrong, but the people I know, we don't normally do that. I'm working on it and I have to force it. You know, it's nothing to be friends with girls. Like, you can always have homegirls and chill with them. But like homies where you just go over the house and chill and talk junk and hang out, I don't really have that. So it's a little different, man. And then church is important to me. Yeah. And where I'm from, to find a good church, you meet some good people. Like, man, what church you go to? You go visit their church. You're like, I like you, man. Mm-hmm. So do y'all have any first-time visitor snacks? You like, man, y'all got the good snacks too. I like this church, and you get a free CD. Yeah.
You be the ones where they had like actual lunch right after too, the full meal.
Yeah. You can smell it cooking while you in the sanctuary. But out here, I've been on the church tour for a long time, man. I'm still trying to find a good church home. Like, and not that it's bad. It's just different. Like, once you've been exposed, it's almost like once you date a good woman or a grown woman, dating anything less than that feels different.
But you got, I'm be real.
But church is a little different for me.
Let's be real. Let's call it what it is, Ron. It's Hollywood. It's and not to say people are not. They don't really believe in, really believe in the word and all that stuff. But it's a lot of presentational things going on.
It's more production driven because back home,
exactly.
I had my pastor back home in Atlanta. Shout out to Brian E. Crute, Destiny Metropolitan Worship Church in Atlanta, Georgia. My pastor, he would give me a sermon that was so dope. I didn't even have the first 15 minutes I was done. I got what I needed and I wanted to run that church and be better. It provoked me and it challenged me. It wasn't if you do this, God can give you this thing. It was like, okay, now that you know and you're doing all the right stuff, are you arrogant with the information you know? Mm-hmm. How do you accept correction when God speaks to you? When people in your life try to correct, it's that kind of stuff. It's heart issue stuff. And for me, that's what I like. But I see a lot of, prosperity stuff. And there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, that's your thing. But it's lighthearted. I need a little bit of fire and brimstone because I'm in the fire all the time. Yeah, and I'm a knucklehead.
And churches changes too, man. Like when you got gospel trap music now.
Hilarious.
You seen
you don't love God? You don't love God?
What's wrong with you?
You don't love God? You don't love God?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's funny.
And I ain't knocking it, but I'm just like, that's not what I grew up on, and I like that it is inviting to the younger audience. I do love that. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes when it comes to gospel music, I like that old, you just got a piano and a drum set. Like, if you had a guitar, you was a rich church. Oh, y'all got a guitar?
Yeah,
y'all
that's
rich.
funny.
Y'all rich.
All they have is the organ. But
exactly.
I feel like the music is the least of it, man. It's just people's heart is different, man. I feel like we live in a time where people have all the information in the world, but they don't want to do better. They want to be entertained and not be better. But back home, you didn't have a lot. Like, where I'm from, as long as you can take care of your family, that's enough. Yeah. Like, you had enough to take care of your family, that's enough. But out here, people have everything, and still, it ain't enough for them. You know what I'm saying? Kids grow up with iPads and stuff like that. We didn't have that. I had toys and outside. That's all I had, But it was enough. It made you a different kind of person. So, just the things that are important to me are just different. But hopefully, I'll meet a wife that, values the same thing I value, and we can create a whole other generation, a nation of people. We can create a nation of people that have the same values, man.
Yo, man. Hold on, I got to bring it to close, man, because we getting there. But I just love how my man Ron G is just one of those good cats out here that's not only talking it but walking it as well, man.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
And that's hard to do.
Yeah,
it's hard to do, man.
Every day is different.
Every day is.
And I'm in this fire.
You in there?
I'm in this fire.
Somebody go text Ron. Hey, Ron, I just saw you on the thing. Well, it's tomorrow on the air, but then Ron.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad that you're doing it and you're getting recognized for it.
Thank you, bro.
Cause you in there.
Everybody want to be noticed.
You next up. Thanks, bro. You done motivated me. I'm gonna go hit the stand up scene a lot harder than I have been.
Man,
like
you try to get on the stage. Let me know when you're serious.
Yo, let me. Hey, no, tell the people what you said about comedy, because I think that's very.
Which part?
You can't date comedy.
Oh,
as far as all those young cats that.
If you ever want to do, first of all, people tell me they want to do stand up all the time. Mm-hmm. I won't take you serious until you've been on stage at least 3 times. If you ever ask me, and you like, hey, I want to do comedy. I say perform 3 times, and then I'll tell you whatever you want to know. But after that first time, it'll determine whether you want to do it or not. But most people never come back after that. It's comedy serious.
I've been up a couple. I'm gonna see you my stuff. Tell me what you think.
Don't send me. I want to see you perform.
Okay, we gotta do it live then.
But I told him, I said, you can't. Comedy can't be your side chick. Comedy got to be your main chick. You know, like acting, you can't really fart around. You got to be serious and committed to it.
You gotta.
There's so many people out here that want the exact thing you do, exact same thing you do. What makes you any different? Yeah. So
Stay on your grind and make sure you got butter on that popcorn. Before we get out of here, anything else you want to tell the people?
man, if you're sitting at home watching this, I don't know if you industry, non-industry, but I just want to tell you, man, if God puts something in your heart to do something, don't ignore that. If you frustrate your job, it's for a reason. And when you frustrate enough, you actually do something about it. Trust that thing that God put in your heart. Let him handle out work out all the details, but don't be scared and don't care about what people think. If I care about what people think, I would not be doing what I'm doing for a living. I live the best life. Like, I live a really, really great life. If you look at my Instagram, go to comedian RONG, you can see my life because I live what I talk about. But trust God, dream big, and hustle hard, and let him take care of the rest.
You on Twitter as well? Is it the same?
I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, Snapchat, Facebook. Comedian RONG. Comedian RONG.
And remember that face right there, the one and only Mr. Comedian Ron G. And you know me, I'm Ashford J. Thomas. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AshfordJT. And make sure you check out my wonderful, wonderful show. I just want to say shout out to the Shaw University Bears.
What's up, Shaw?
Shaw, what's good? We Carolina boys up here representing.
You know what it is. Shout out, what's
You
good?
know what it is.
What's up, folks? What's going on, shout out?
I just shot a wonderful three episodes out there with some great students out there. It's coming soon.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on the post-production now. Had a great time being back home doing something I love and having something come to light. Thank you, Shaw University, for letting Houghton U be the first stop for Houghton University. We plan on going to different schools. I should be on a college tour coming soon. And it's your man Ashford JT. And you learn more about Houghton U at www.houghtonu.com. Follow on Instagram at HOWTONU. And you can just holler at your man anytime you want to. You want to know more about it, or check out the old episodes at HowToYou.com. Once again, it's your boy Ashford J. Thomas, and supporting How To You, giving opportunities for film students, HBCU students, to try to connect Hollywood. Thank you, Mr. Bentley Cow Evans, and thank you, Mr. Ramla Muhammad, for speaking. Greatly appreciated.
Let's talk about this beard before
You know what it is, man. That's the black Brad Pitt right there,
all
man.
right, what it is. All right. My beard ain't on fleek.
It ain't?
It's on weak right now. My beard is terrible. My beard is
And
terrible.
once again, Ron G up in here, baby. You know the name, baby.
Pop on this.
That's what's up.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in. The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.